We are here with episode 3 of What's in the Box. Now, there's no real theme to this one this time, but we got some cool ones. We're just going to talk about them and see what we got. So we're just going to do the first crack open of the box, if I can open it. There we go. There it is. Okay, so first up, we got Strictly Commercial by Frank Zappa. So we're just going to show the autofocus here for the work. That's one, dude. It's being weird. There we go. There's the inside of it. Pretty cool with the compilation. Doesn't have anything super special on it. Does have a lot of his, obviously singles. We have Peaches and Regalia, Don't Eat the Yellow Snow, the single version. Where is it at? Is it on here? Valley Girl, obviously, the single version of Montana, and Joe's Garage. Oh, I thought Watermelon and Easter Hay was on here, but I guess not. Stuff like I'm the Slime, My Guitar Wants to Kill Your Mama, which is a good song in my opinion. The Muffin Man, a lot of cool stuff. Next up, we got, it's put under Twisted's name, but it's just M&E in a whole. It's Songs of Sam Hain Volume 4, The Liminal Space. Now, a lot of people, when this came out, they kind of disliked the cover, and I can understand why. It's not really Liminal Space-esque, in my opinion. It just looks like a cool graphic. And one thing I didn't like about it, personally, is that it is limited. Like, I don't think you can get this on M&E store anymore. It was only available during Halloween time last year, and I'm like, that ain't cool. But this one has some cool ones in here. It's like I Am the Night by Twisted. One of my favorites, The Last House on Dead Street by Blaze. It does have a new sort of Dark Lotus kind of revival with the track Merciful Fate by D4L, where that's pretty much just the new Lotus in my opinion. I think that's what it's going to end up being. And some new House of Crazies tracks, Triple Threat, a lot of fun stuff on here. Not one of the strongest out of the Songs of Sam Hain. I'm hoping this year is a bit better, but still pretty cool. Next up, we have the Rolling Stones, England's newest hitmakers. This is just one of those early albums. They got repressed on CD, digitally remastered from the original master recording. I love it. There we go, let you see it. And obviously it has songs like Not Fade Away, which is a good one. Walking Dog, Honest I Do. It's a pretty neat one. It's not one of my favorites, but I think I picked it up for like $1 or $2. So for a couple bucks, I can't pass it up. Especially, I don't even have a lot of early Stone stuff, so it's surprising. I have 60s stuff and 70s stuff, but not early 60s. Next is Donovan's Greatest Hits. Another compilation. There's a lot of compilations in this one. I didn't even notice till now. Maybe that's the theme? I don't know. That's the inside of it. Obviously, everyone knows Donovan for songs like Sunshine, Superman, A Season of the Witch on here. Yes, it is. Mellow Yellow, which is one of my favorites. Hurdy-Gurdy Man. Surprisingly, a lot of the songs that I end up liking from him are more, not deep cuts, but they're not main ones on the said albums. On stuff like Sunshine, Superman, or Mellow Yellow. It's the ones that are kind of around that, which I think makes it even more interesting, because, yeah, these have more of like a catchy tune to them, but he can do some pretty wild shit. So, Donovan's Greatest Hits. Picked it up for like $3. Got that at the same time I got the Macintosh Plus Floor Shop. Next up, another compilation. Are these all compilations? God damn. We have Mushroom Head, XX. Now, I have two versions of this now, I believe. This is the jewel case version. I have one where it's that black, like, it's like ribbed or whatever the hell spine. It's like a cardboard cover. It's weird. That was like one of my first CDs from them. But this one's a pretty cool one. If it'll focus again. Go. This does have two different versions of that song Womp on it. There's one at track 2, and then there's one after episode 29. And if I'm correct, there's like 40 or 50 silent tracks within it, which I think that's pretty wild. Pretty cool, other than Bwomp, which is, that's just a good song. Songs like Never Let It Go is a good one. 43, These Filthy Hands, all really good songs on there. These are pretty much all compilations. I did not try this. Next one is like a bootleg one now. This is Marilyn Manson's Dark Adventures. Now this does have a listing on Discogs, so it is like cataloged. I believe it is unofficial now. So yeah, that. If I'm correct, it's just like different takes from different stuff. Because if I'm correct, if you look on it, yeah. Cake and Sodomy both come up one or twice. A couple of them do. It's like two different things together, I believe. It's very weird. Picked it up for $5-6. Not a super fan of Manson's music, but it's a weird, unique, like unofficial / bootleg. I gotta have it for the collection. Next up is the Irish Rovers, the best of the Irish Rovers. That they're a pretty solid, like, I'm getting like Irish folk band basically. A lot of people might know them from their album The Unicorn. Jesus Christ, the way I'm holding it to get it focused, it kind of like shot out of my hands. And here's the inside for you quickly. Picked it up for like, I think under $6. Or no, I picked it up for like $2. I remember this. This was at one of the record fairs. And this one has stuff like, obviously, the Unicorn, Orange and the Green, Lily the Pink, the Irish Rover. Where's another one? Goodbye, Miss Durkin's on there. Black Velvet Band. It has some neat ones on here. It has a version of Nancy Whiskey. They got some pretty neat stuff, I will say that. Regardless, they have neat stuff. I would highly recommend checking them out. If you can find them. Yeah. This last one, it's a mix of being bootleg. It is a bootleg. It isn't it's a bootleg, but it was never released, so everything's a bootleg. Two Crazy Devils, Flipped Insanity. If you don't know who Two Crazy Devils are, I believe the one guy is Scraps, if I'm correct, and the other guy is Blaze. This was his first group, and here you go, you can see him in there. This is, you can see a bootleg, just from the quality of everything. So I picked this up when I got a big lot of bootleg CDs in from this guy. You can actually find the video on my YouTube. I'm actually selling off a lot of them bootlegs, other than this one and the Mr. Bones one. Just because, I don't know, I don't really like them, they just sit. I don't need them. They're weird, whatever. But pretty neat. This one was never released, so pretty much it is like a compilation-esque thing, because you have Flipped Insanity as track 2, the instrumental, Flipped Insanity at track 3, Flipped Insanity alternate version at track 4, Psycho instrumental, Psycho. So it's just like clumping them all together basically. So I'm guessing the full length album, if it were to be ever released, would not include 3 versions of Flipped Insanity back to back to back. But that's just me, I don't know. Yeah, that'll do it for this episode of What's in the Box. Thank you everyone for tuning in. When I picked these out today, I was not expecting them to all be compilation-esque. Even the songs of Sam Hain, that's pretty much a compilation album. That is not a coherent album from one artist start to finish. It's just a grab bag of songs from artists. So that was cool. I didn't expect that, but yeah. If you liked the video, let me know down below. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do whatever. See you in the next one.